Well, good evening, everyone. Hey, let's do a second stream today, and hope you all enjoyed. This stream is gonna be part test flight, part um, um, I can't think of the word, training for some Air Force. Um, we had a lot of problems with this plane in the last uh, version of X-Plane 12.4 series, and I want to see if they've worked out. Now, my preliminary look at it, no engines running, no air but beneath the wings, seemed to have. But again, proof will be when we actually get up in the air and see how she behaves. Simple training flight. We're going to basically take off from where we're at and land at a different airport, do a kind of let's look around the area kind of flight on top of the testing. We are at Corpus Christi, I've rephrased that, Naval Air Station, Corpus Christi, there in Texas. And we're going to fly out, hopefully see some oil rigs. I'm not certain, and then work our way over to Kingsville, um, or Naval Air Station Kingsville. Let me get it right. Oh my gosh, get it wrong, you never know what'll come down the pike at you. And we are flying for Sim Air Force. Great airline if you're looking for a militarily based organization, a virtual special ops group. Very important that if you want to do military operations on VATSIM, you have to be part of one. There's additional training you have to do. We'll help you with formation, flying, air refueling, uh, escorting and stuff like that. Because, folks, we're not here to go up and shoot down the tubs. We're here to all have fun. Remember, I said that earlier. That's what flight simming, at least to me, is all about. We got to go up and have fun. So, if you're not, you're in the wrong simulation, I guess. Um, and sorry to those that make these great products. I think you should be along those lines, but you may not be in it just for the money. So who knows? But joining a virtual special ops group like Sim Air Force gives you those abilities. You'd be able to go into military areas and air to air, air to ground, air refuel, do everything you would think the military would do. Um, but you just can't carry it outside. Now, we also have a digital combat contingent, and I don't know much about it. I don't use digital combat sim. I do know those of you that think you're flying a very realistic simulator, be it X-Plane or those that think that other one is, you haven't seen nothing until you've taken your hands into digital combat. Their scope is a lot more narrow, if you will, in the scenery division, meaning they don't cover the world, they cover theaters, and which allows it to be even more enhanced than what you think you see right now. So I used to many years ago fly on it and just amazed me. But eye candy isn't all that it's cracked up to be. There has to be more in the wrapper than just, ooh, look, a shiny wrapper. So, but it does live up to its name, Digital Combat. It's really good. Uh, so, all right, so that's our game plan today. Sim Air Force, Corpus Christi, Texas to Kingsville, Texas. And we're going to fly out over the Gulf and see what we can do. Again, remember this is a test flight, so that's the biggest thing about this flight. All right, and all right, so let's take a look real quick. This is a T44 in military terms. In civilian terms, it's a C90B, actually C, I think. But it's a great rendition. X-Plane spared nothing in this plane to make it. I mean, for a default aircraft in the sim. So when you buy X-Plane 12, you get this plane as is. Well, actually, you do. This isn't an add-on. This comes with it. So this paint job. So I think that's really cool that they go to that level, and they go to the level inside that they do. They have been updating this plane throughout X-Plane 12.3 and throughout .4. And I hope, like I said, the bugs that I thought, and I still think they're probably this guy, causing the bug, not the sim, because he missed something or whatever. I hope it's fixed. So, all right. So let's get a quick, we'll do a quick little look at it. And yeah, it's a King Air. Let's get inside. And while we're in this introduction section, let's do one more thing and take a look in the back. Bear with me. Like I said, they could have gone and really detailed this aircraft to the max, but the fact that we see seats, tables, and the baggage area, to me, that is just unbelievable. Because if you came from the world prior to the year 2020, there was nothing back there. Let's just be totally honest. Unless you paid 80, 90, $100 for an aircraft add-on, there was nothing back there. Some companies, that's all they focused on, and those engines out there and the rest of that plane, poo-poo. And the candy in here. Look here, but don't look here. The old Muhammad Ali. So, all right, so let's get to work here. For that, before we start powering up, let's take a look at Elevatech, and I promise I will do my best to get that screen down ahead of time. No promises, though. Well, okay, yeah, I just said I did promise. All right, so you can see we have a big, I love the guy in Florida. I can't think of his name. A hurricane forecaster on Facebook. When you're on Facebook, you'll see hurricane forecasting from him. Big site, spaghetti models, I think .com or some something. Phenomenal information that guy provides. Great stuff. If you're in the hurricane prone area, you hear the tropics brewing, he's the guy you want to watch. And the National Hurricane Center. And don't be surprised if they're not eye to eye. And that's good with hurricanes, because hopefully the 50-50 chance one of them will be right. But he does a great job, and that's what he calls this, a blob. So who knows if I haven't heard that it has any chances of becoming anything, but it's a blob nonetheless. Now, you can see our flight plan is this little itty bitty area down here. That's about the scope of it. Just our currency was the word I was looking for. Just getting our currency in for the month of May. We got a good flight in out of Dallas. Just came up short. So we're putting in another roughly hour flight, which should put us well within helping them stay current. Okay, so we're going to be flying out of here, which is Corpus, or Naval Air Station Corpus, to Naval Air Station Kingston, and you can see the route. There should be, wait a minute. Why does that, oh, we're coming down. Okay, I'm like, why does that not look right? That's because they don't paint the line to top of climb. Why? I have no idea. Because that's an actual fix in my flight plan. So, but anyway, somewhere in this region should be oil rigs. We'll see. I thought it'd be cool to go out and see what we got out here. No, we're not going to get a helicopter because that helicopter won't go very far. Well, it might go far. I shouldn't say that. I'm pretty good at getting them in the air, and flying the beastie isn't that hard. It's the part that's called landing. Well, yeah, it'll. Hopefully, we can walk away from it. So, yeah, that's not a fun. It's an unstable plane to start with. Yeah, we'll leave it there. So, numbers, we got 6 people we're putting on. Don't worry about the cost index, 110 miles, 17 minutes. We'll get it hopefully less than or more than that. And 9,000 rough pounds of zero fuel weight. There's our gross weight, payload of 1,200 pounds. Air crews are putting in 1,590. Actually, I think we're 16,000 something on the fuel. And we're just about ready for the power up. So once again, that's our routing. I'm going to back out so you can get the full picture again. Should be a fun flight. Could be bumpy, but that's fine. We're in the flight sim. I don't think we need to pull out the barf bags. So let's think about getting this bird in the air. What do you say? What says you? One more look outside. All right. Now, this base is home to the T6 Texan 2s. This aircraft, the longer version of this aircraft, I forget the T designation. Hey, Pratt PT6. Welcome back, sir. Welcome back. And one other, and T45s. So, but the primary, this is where pilots in the Navy come for primary training. Then they move on to bases like Kingston and such for their advanced training, T45s and whatever they're going to fly. They may stay here if they're turboprops. So, all right, so let's get aboard, get this fired up. All right, before the stream started, I went ahead and did the weight and balance, but I'll go ahead and show it. Click flight, weight and balance. There's our 1,200, and we got 1,622. Let me double check that number. Bear with me. Where am I? Okay, I'm on the right page. 1,582. We got 1,622. That's perfect. Just don't want to go with less. Where's the man, the myth, the legend? Oh, Pratt PT6. Hey, the legend is here. Welcome aboard, sir, and thank you. All right, so that's weight and balance. We'll just hit done. Now, if you changed anything, then it would update your flight. After that, let's go ahead and bring the cabin door closed. And we can take a brief look outside. Oh, it didn't close. There it goes. All right, now, seatbelts, parking brake set. Parking brake is this little knob here. As long as you pull it back, it's good. Overhead panel. Let's get those switches on. They are very slow. Oh wait, that was on. Bright, bright, bright. Avionics panel, bright. Sub panels, everything we're going to move to bright. Now, if it was a nighttime flight, yes, we wouldn't go this bright. We'd adjust time so it's daytime. Oh, just kidding. All right. Okay, so the overhead panel's taken care of. CBs are in, cabin temperature. That is this big knob here. Make sure it's in the off position or cut. No. I misread. Off position. Everything else is good. Fuel levers and cutoff. There is a huge debate, I guess, in the real world whether you keep the props feathered or whether you follow the checklist and put them in high RPM. The reason behind it is, I guess, parking brakes are failing. Okay, that there, I think, just answered, there's a problem here, Houston. The parking brake can't hold the plane back. The airplane should be in maintenance getting the parking brake adjusted. I'd say that's the proper language. Guess that doesn't happen. Or, as I did in the truck, when the parking brake wouldn't hold the truck, I set up, or how did I do that? I chalked the wheels, novel thought, crawled under and adjusted the brakes myself. And guess what happened? The parking brake didn't hold the truck. Go figure. I'm not messing with the parking, but the brake cylinders, just the slack adjusters. It's amazing how that works. I know, pilots. Come on, I'd get my uniform all dirty. Welcome to working around machinery. Power levers idle. And what else do we got? Fuel panel, CBs in, firewall, pump valves are closed. All right, here we go. All right, now it's wanting us to turn the boost pumps on. Okay, battery switch has yet to be turned on, although that's the next step. Battery switch here. Inverter 1 on to activate engine instruments. Okay. Fuel pressure should be reading low up here, which I don't ever see. Unless low oil pressure, but never low fuel pressure. Inverter off, transponders on, transponders. Transfer, hang on, pumps to on. Transfer pump. And here we go. Fire detectors, if installed. We don't have them installed. Cabin switches on and warnings all clicked off. Okay. And we've got the seatbelt fire and smoking set. Here we go to start them. All right. Gonna go ahead, get ready to start up the right one. Hang on. Okay, ignition start. Okay, we're watching for 20. There's the light. Now we want to watch, as you can see that blade, I always love that here. Once we hit 50%, we turn it off. Okay, and then move to low idle, which is where we're at. And we are firing up engine number 2. Again, please understand this is more a test flight than our excursion, and looks like everything's good on it. So keep that in mind. We're not ready yet to do the testing. We'll go high idle. Think of it as cross bleeding. Look at that blade, just nice and easy. Guess what? That's how they start up. Okay, keep our eye on right here. At 50, we turn off the starter. All right. Gens are on. Let's go ahead and pull you back. And our end, we're going good. Inverter 2 is on, and we're good to go. Avionics switch on. Fuel control heat. Bleed air. And auto. Okay, hang on. I don't like it when it spools down. Okay, and with the avionics on, let's get down here and get EFIS flight director. All right, one of the problems we had, and we're going to check it again. Oh. Okay, you see, it's not turning again. Okay, let's do this. GPS off, GPS off. Okay, now I want to get down here. It is moving again. The other big thing I wanted to test is, bear with me, this is kind of and again, we've got to do this in flight too. All right, let's push it, and it should center where we are. Center where we are. Okay, good. So far, so good. All right, cabin temperature, fuel control lights, transfer pump on. Okay, and annunciators are clear except for those. Instrument checks complete. Okay, prior to taxi, let's get the GPS loaded. Flight plan. Next page. KNGP, there it is. Enter. There's our lovely route. And if you don't mind, I want to get the backup GPS set too. All right, now what I've done by setting them to V-lock, that means the VOR right now controls, which to me is perfectly fine until I'm ready to go to the INS or GPS system. Okay, and that gives you just a different look. All right, so you can see there's where we'll end up. All right, let's get the radios up and running here. Okay. We have a squawk code already, and we are, by the way, on VATSIM. That's one other thing with joining Sim Air Force. You have to fly your flights on VATSIM. Why would you join a virtual special ops group and wanting to go into combat and not be able to see your enemy? Unless you want to come back to the dock and say, I shot down a plane this big, and your arms are stretched from hangar door to hangar door. That doesn't work that way. All right, so 4645. There we go. Oh, wow. Okay. It has to be on the on button. Okay. And real quick, let's grab our CTAF. We're at KNGP, Kilo November Golf Papa. 125,525. Well, hopefully it works. Punch it up. All right, here we go. 13,000's the magic altitude today. I think we're warmed up. Taxi will be a brake check, gyro check till we get out to the runway. Let's see. You know, one thing I did not look up. What is our departure runway? All right, import from SimBrief. There we go. And so we either get, whoa, where are we? Runway 22. .090. How about we just go to runway 22? Sounds good to me. And use 5,000 foot runway. ATIS, one more chance. Departing, 3-1 left, 3-1 right, 3622. Works for me. All right, let's do it. Altimeter 2984. All right, let's do a quick engine run up here, check our props and so forth. Okay, let's run them up to 1900 RPMs. Okay. Okay, we're going to check them. Okay, props look good. I'm just looking here. I don't see anything else we can do a check on. All right. Okay, auto feather to arm. High RPM 20 on the flaps. We're ready to go. All right, last but not least, we need a runway heading 222. So what I'm going to do is kind of like we did earlier today. Set 222 on my course. Then put that right there. Okay, condition, okay, we're set, checked, auto armed, high, and avionics radar checked. We're not turning the radar on. Flight controls. Free. Pitot heat. On. Okay, let's take the runway, and I'm going to dial in Corpus Christi's VOR. 1515. $15.50, my bad. the heck? Huh. Line of sight. Can't get it. Okay. Let's hit the runway. Naval Air Station, Corpus Christi, Sim Air Force 18 departing runway 22 VFR south. Okay, everything so far working. Okay, let's do this. Okay, that has not been fixed. Nope, not fixed. Okay, we tried a couple things. Let's get back into heading, get us spun around and head down. Okay, this is all kinds of messed up. Yep, it still broke. Or like I've said a few times, maybe it's me. Okay. Okay, it can track a VOR, which is good. Okay, and again, if I missed a chat or something, my apologies ahead of time. As you can tell, this test is not going well. Like I said, I hope, I really would love to know what I am doing wrong. Conventionally, the autopilot works fine. Slaved into the GPSs, something's messing them up. And I don't know what. All right, well, we are having fun now, aren't we, folks? Okay, we're about 15 miles out. I'll be honest, I wish these buttons were on here as well. All right, we need to start down. I'm going to go ahead and select. All right, we're beginning our descent. Yeah, we're a little disappointed that the aircraft is the way it is, but oh well. All right, ILS frequency, let's dial that in. 110. We got to go 30 miles. Currently, correction, about another 10, 15 miles. Then we'll be intercepting the localizer. For now, we're just going to stay on Corpus Christi. Let's get our lights on, even though they're tucked up in the nose. And put this on the ground in Kingsville. Okay, what should have happened is going to be the question that has to be answered. When you're in GPS and you click nav and then make sure you're going on that fix, should fly to it. It's not. Either I'm doing something different or who knows. But yeah, there's something wrong, and it's either me or the simulation. So that's my understanding. You all have a different viewpoint. Please, by all means, let me know and I'll try it out. So, but again, those just joining in, we are kind of in a test flight. We're also, well, we were going to, but the altitude got too high, 13, and actually over that. And the altitude didn't want to hold that kind of. So yeah, there were a lot of things I'm sure I'm doing wrong. But we started off as a little bit of a sightseeing mission as well as a test mission. The test portion shows there are problems. The sightseeing, well, we were just too doggone high. So, to do any of that. But the sightseeing would have been is oil rigs. So, 0 for 2. But we did get our currency in. So we'll be hooking up the ILS here momentarily. What did it say again? $30 miles. Okay. And we'll be coming in onto the ILS roughly about 13 miles out. Might do an optional, approach and come back around. We'll see. Let me just see something. We hold 3,000. Okay, let me put that in real quick. Kingsville area traffic. Sim Air Force 13, 6-mile final for the option runway 13 right. Kingsville traffic, Sim Air Force 18 on the go, runway 13 right. Closed traffic, we'll try again. Perch, 1 notch of flaps. Kingsville traffic, Sim Air Force 18, dogleg to final, runway 13 right, option. Kingsville traffic, Sim Air Force 18 on the go, runway 13 right. This time around, right traffic, we'll do a full stop. Kingsville traffic, Sim Air Force 18, right down, or correction, left downwind 13 right, full stop. Gear down, flaps 1 notch. Oh, that sucks. Oh, that sucks. Oh, man. That was such a fun flight, too. Oh, well. Huh, you know, it happens. Well, we had a nice flight. We won't count that. Where is some Air Force? Hang on a second. Let me just make sure that didn't come into Sim Air Force so I can, oh, that really stunk. Anyway, that's what you get when you don't pay attention to your airspeed. Looking for the runway. All right. Dang it! Oh, good. It was rejected. Good. It should be. I can't imagine the landing rate. Let's take a look. What the heck? Should say crash, I'll bet. That's what I get for trying this twice. 7,000 feet a minute. Oh, well. Well, folks, we tried, we failed. Hey, it was, you know, in all aspects, not a good flight. Hang on a second. Let's see. Well, obviously not a good flight because we ended up in the trees. Oh man, and that was starting to feel like it was shaping up for a pretty good landing. But I didn't pay attention. Hey folks, we had a great time though anyway. Hope you enjoyed. And well, you know, even I can screw up a flight and crash it in the trees. Stalling out is never a good thing. So always keep your eye on the speed, altitude, all that good stuff, and run through Gump. Make sure your gear's down, undercarriage, gas, undercarriage, mixture, props, and your landings should be a lot better than what I was doing. And I was just doing simple low approaches, well, oh well, it happens. So, well, I hope you all enjoyed. Oh, I thought I closed that out. That's weird. Hang on a second. Next flight, we'll try to get one tomorrow, but there's no guarantees. Who knows? Maybe we'll try to refly this. Who knows? So, y'all have a wonderful night, and we'll try to fix. Well, we can't put anything in since we crashed. Well. All right, so you all have a fantastic night. Fantastic rest of your Memorial Day weekend here in the States. Remember those who served and gave it all. That's what Memorial Day was for. And we hope you all have a safe and wonderful day. God bless. We'll see you on the next flight.